everyone. I hope you all enjoying the new year, and if you've got kids, I'm sure your kids have gotten back to school and you've probably gotten back to work. For me, it's been quite traumatizing to say the least, because my 3-year-old just started school. His first days were excellent, like he didn't cry at all, and then suddenly he's now saying that he's bored, and he says that the school doesn't have enough toys. So he starts crying every time we take him to school, and that's just been a little bit of a problem. So yeah, it's all filled with emotions, and work has been busy as usual, which is good. Busy is good. And and I think the last video I made, I said I would be doing a few things that we ate over the holidays, and my baby's birthday, Riharin's birthday, is coming up, and we're going to be making some chicken pies. And that was one of the things that I also ate over the holiday. Well, I didn't, my hubby did. So today we're just going to be doing some chicken pies, and I'm going to take you through what we need for our ingredients. So in the pot I've got a little bit of olive oil and some butter. Here I've got mixed spice, which is sort of oregano and parsley and other herbs mixed together. I've got dry thyme, this is black pepper, and I like to use the Robertson's Master Blends, which is the rustic garlic and herb. And then I've got a bit of flour, which will be going in for your white sauce, some onion, pepper, mushrooms, the mushroom sauce, some cut up chicken, which my mom did in advance, and it's chicken fillets, and then your pastry. And oh yes, and also some milk. Well, today I've done the agrabati as well, because we're doing chicken, and you know, when it comes to chicken, and the meat dishes, my flies just love to be here. And the last ingredient that I have is garlic. You want to put a little bit of extra crushed garlic to take away any smell, but it also really flavors this dish really well. So in the pot, I am going to add in some of the onion, or all of the onion. I'm going to just let that sort of saute for a little bit. So the onions have browned nicely, and I'm going to add in the chicken. You want to chop your chicken fine. I don't like mincing it, because I feel like it's a bit like, you don't really get much out of it, and the minced flavor is not so nice. But if you cut the chicken up in these fine pieces, like your chicken fillet, then it's quite, has a bit of texture to it. I'm just going to add all of this in. Just back on the stove. And while I've got that there, I'm quickly going to season. And you're going to see how quick and easy this is. It's not a hard thing to do. It's really quick. I love this. I absolutely adore this spice. And I'm by no means advertising, but it really is. It really brings such good flavor. Then I'm going to add. So this was thyme that came all the way from my aunt's in Tilimana Beach, Kogi Mami, and she sends us so much that we get to dry the thyme as well. And then I'm putting some of the black pepper, and I like to put a little bit extra black pepper. And then in goes the garlic. If you don't want to have bad smells, and then you're going to give it a bit of a stir. Now, you don't want to add too much of butter or oil to this dish, because if you do, it's all going to seep out of your pie pastry anyway. Now this that I'm making, if you boiled a little bit of pasta or macaroni and you add it to it, and you make a little bit of a weaker sauce, then you're going to get a chicken a la king. So very similar, and it's got that chicken a la king flavor. And we're just going to leave this now for a few minutes. It really doesn't need too long. And then I'm going to add in the mushrooms. So your chicken's wilted down nicely, and in goes the mushrooms. then your pepper. And you can use like your robot peppers. So you can use the green, red and yellow peppers. So I didn't have any of that today. And I'm trying to quickly do something. So, you know, like I wanted to quickly put something together. So I just work with what I have. And then also just add a little bit of salt to taste. You know, if you don't want too much of salt, you don't have to add too much. Give it a bit of a stir. And yeah, and then you just want to leave it for a few minutes for that mushroom to sort of cook down. So I noticed that the mushrooms that I added weren't enough. So I went ahead and I added a few brown mushrooms, and the brown mushrooms give it a bit of flavor. You work with whatever you actually have. And this has been going now for about, say, about 5-10 minutes. Yeah, about 5 minutes or so. There's still a bit of water in here, and that's fine. What you want to do is, what I did here is I went ahead and I mixed the, you know, the mushroom sauce that I had, the powder sachet. I mixed that with a bit of milk, and I also added the flour to the milk. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this in. And you're going to see how nicely it thickens. And also just be mindful, just turn your heat down a little bit, because now it just needs to kind of savor and take in that flavor of that mushroom sauce, and then start to cook nicely. All that goodness out of here. So if you are vegetarian and you don't want to do chicken, you can do soya chicken. You follow the same method. If you don't do soya, you can actually do this with mixed veg instead of chicken. You can add the mushrooms and the peppers, and it tastes just as good. So I'm just going to give that. Keep stirring. And then you leave it for a few minutes until it thickens. So there you have it. The filling for the chicken and mushroom pies is done. So I'm going to close this, and you want to keep this to sort of cool down for a couple of hours before you actually fill it into your pastry. So what I've got here is a little bit of vegetarian filling that I did earlier with the soya chicken, and I'm just going to quickly take you through, if you want to make little individual pies, how to just do it. So you're just going to take a spoonful. You don't want to take too much because they do ooze out, and sometimes you want to have more pastry, and you can do that. So do that, and then just take some water with a little brush and put some water on the edges to kind of seal it. Then you just want to take that over and then sort of press it down. So this is a very traditional way of doing it. My mom would do it. They would press down with a fork and it would seal quite nicely. So I don't have the patience for that really, because it's individual, it takes a bit of time. The way I actually do it is I would then just take the entire roll of pastry, put it out flat, make a long sort of sausage roll, roll it over, and then I take the entire long sausage roll, put it in the freezer, and then slice it when it's a little bit harder. What you want to do here is you just want to make a couple of slits. So I did some earlier. You could, put a fork in as well. The reason you want to do slits or make a little bit of, a few holes in them is that when they bake, the steam sort of comes out of the pastry, and if you don't make the slits, they're going to start oozing out through the sides. What you want to do after this is you can then, if it's vegetarian, you can do milk, lightly brush it with some milk, and you can put some sesame seeds over. And then if you doing the chicken one, you can do like an egg wash. Just whisk some egg up. You can add some milk to the egg, a pinch of salt, and then you can just brush that over. You can actually prepare this in advance, put them in the freezer, and when you need to bake them, you just bake them at about 200 degrees for about 15 minutes and you're ready to go. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this recipe. Don't forget to like and share this recipe, and I'll until we do our next recipe. And don't forget to follow the YouTube channel, and thank you for following I Am What I Am. Until next time, do the things.